Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, let us see the example 6 on projection of line. The question is like this. A point P is 40 mm above HP and 20 mm in front of VP. Another point Q is 20 mm above HP and 50 mm in front of VP. The top view of the line PQ is inclined at 30 degrees to the XY. Draw the projections. No inclinations are given. The first thing is, let us take down the data towards the side of the paper. The dimensions, the locations of the point P are given. So there is a point P. The P is 40 mm above horizontal plane. I will show in the representation. 20 mm in front of the vertical plane. The Q is having a coordinate 20 mm above the horizontal plane and 50 mm in front of the vertical plane. The next data is the top view of the line PQ representation is small p small q is inclined at 30 degrees to XY line. So this is one of the important data. That means to say that this is the apparent length. So what is that we are supposed to find out? Actually they have not asked to find out anything. The question is winded as draw the projection. But what is that we are supposed to find out? It is understood that if they have given the apparent length, means first thing is we are supposed to find out the true length value. True length in the front view and the top view, that would be A1 B1 dash or AB2. Once we are supposed to find out this one means, true length means it is understood that we are supposed to find out the true inclinations. That is nothing but theta and phi. Theta in the front view, phi in the top view. So 40 mm above the horizontal plane means it has to be drawn above the XY line. 20 mm in front of the vertical plane means that comes below the XY line. Similarly, it is 20 mm above the horizontal plane means this has to be plotted above the XY line. 50 mm in front of vertical plane, so that will come below the XY line. I will make use of grid sheet for the solution. The grid sheet very clearly says that 1 unit is equal to 10 mm. So on the grid sheet I will be marking XY line. That is the first step. XY line thickness should be minimum thickness. I will call this one as X and Y followed by VP and HP. So this represents the first angle projection. Now let us see the dimensions one by one. The first thing is 40 mm above the horizontal plane. So 40 mm would go something like this. Let us cover 4 grids. 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly 20 mm. So 2 grids. I will draw one more line for the dimension line. Let us update the dimensions immediately. This point will be P dash and this is the point P. Next, we are having one more locus, that is Q is 20 mm above the HP and 50 mm in front of VP. Quite tricky here. Let us do with utmost care. 20 mm, these two dimensions are taken. Now 20 mm above HP and 50 mm in front of VP. So towards the other end of the sheet, let us mark 20 mm above the horizontal plane. That is above the XY line. 20 mm followed by 50 mm. So this is 20 and this is 50. Don't you think we are having 4 new locus lines? Yes. Let us update the locus line first. What is the representation of a locus line? So this is a big line followed by a small line. Big and small. So we are having 4 locus now. So how do we differentiate the locus? The first one is, so this is the locus of point P in the front view. So this would be locus of point P in the top view. This one. This is the locus of point Q in the front view. This should be locus of point Q in the top view. We have taken these 2 data as well. Left out is only data in the top view. The line makes 30 degrees to the XY line. Make use of protractor now. Let us keep the protractor something like this. Mark 30 degrees to the XY line. So if I mark 30 degrees to the xy line, this is nothing but the locus line. I mean, it is similar angles. From P as the center, let us draw a line. So this is our apparent length. As we have very clearly mentioned, we can increase the thickness of the line. Whenever we are having a true length, just imagine we are having true length with us. True length has to be projected. Let me use the word projection. That has to be rotated. Thereby we are getting the apparent length. Generally, this is the procedure to keep in mind while we are solving projection of line problems. Now, I am having apparent length. So this is the apparent length. I will go in the reverse engineering process. Let us rotate the apparent length, then project the true length, go for the projection. Thereby, we are getting the true length. Make use of compass, point P as the center and the new point intersection point with the locus as the radius. Construct an arc. Apparent length that has to be rotated. Now, make use of scale and pencil. Let us go for the projection as per this method, opposite direction. The question is, where should I stop the projection? I have started my projection in the top view, means I should stop in the front view. If I have started from the locus of point P, means the projection end point should be in the locus of point Q. It should be completely vice versa. Start from the top view and end up at front view. Start from locus of point P, end up at locus of Q. That's it. That means to say that I will project the line till this point. That is the apparent length, rotation is done, projection is done. Thereby, I should be getting the true length. Very important. P is above the Q now. Locus are different. That is what I told you. It is quite tricky. So, I will be getting the true length. But how do we proceed further? All data are exhausted now. There is nothing. But we know that, please keep in mind, the two apparent length should be on same straight line. This is the one more concept. That means to say that the end projector should be on the same vertical line. That means there is the point P and there is the end point of the apparent length. So here also we should get one apparent length, right? So this end point and this end point should be on the same straight line. So with this thought, let us draw a vertical line. That is nothing but the distance between the two end projectors. This is the end point. So exactly at this point, I will draw one apparent length. I'm having the apparent length here. I will make use of compass once again. Apparent length has to be rotated, projected, go for true length. P dash as the center, the new end point as the radius. Let us rotate it. Then drop a perpendicular. The lines are too close to each other. You should be careful. And go for the projection. Thereby we are getting the true length. So this would be the solution. So before updating the dimension, before naming the endpoints, what is the conclusion, whether the problem, whether the solution is right or wrong? The only solution here is the true length should be same in front view and top view. Now let us measure the distance of the true length. It is close to 63 mm. Let me check here. Yes, here it is showing 64 mm. So 1 mm here and there, that human error will be there. Fine. So this is 63 and 64 mm. It is correct. Now let us go for the naming. So P dash, the corresponding apparent length endpoint would be Q dash. And this would be Q1 dash. Q dash project rotated upward, show the upward arrow mark. From that point we are coming downwards, show the downward arrow mark. This is the point P, this is the point Q, this is the point Q2. Q2 in the front view would be Q2 dash. Q1 dash in the top view would be Q1. At the end of the apparent length we have moved something like this. This is the direction, and this, for this one, we are moving in the upward direction. Let us update the angular dimension. The angle between the locus line and the true length. The angle between the locus line and the apparent length. Similarly, the angle between true length and the locus line, true length and the apparent length. So this angle we need not measure. It is already given. It has 30 degrees. The angle phi is measuring 28 degrees. I will update the dimension. Similarly, the angle theta and alpha. Angle theta is measuring 18 degrees and this is measuring 20 degrees. Just 2 degree variation. That is also we can see in the sketch. Now let us mark the dimension. Place your protractor on the P dash, mark 90 degrees. The 0 degree of the protractor should be in par with the apparent length line. Similarly, place your protractor on Q dash, mark 90 degrees. Let us draw 90 degree line. So this is the distance of the apparent length in the front view. Let us check the dimensions. Similarly, place your protractor on Q1 dash, mark 90 degrees. Place your protractor on the true length line. That is, the origin should be on P dash, mark 90 degrees. It is too very close. So the apparent length is measuring as close to 56-57 mm, and true length, as we measured the other time, it is measuring 63 and 64 mm. Let us take it as 63 mm. Similarly, let us follow the same procedure the other side, only for apparent length. So it is measuring as 60 mm. Now let us finish the answer. Actually, in the question, they have not asked you to find out anything. The question finishes as draw its projection. Let us just list out what is that we have found out. So we have found out the value of true length, that is P dash Q1 dash or PQ2. It is measuring as 63 mm. Followed by, let us go for true inclination. Theta is equal to 18 degrees followed by phi is equal to 28 degrees. So this completes the solution. Hope you have understood this one and enjoyed. If yes, give this video a thumbs up and request you to share with your friends. Do not forget to subscribe for more such educational videos. I will talk to you in the comments. Have a nice time. Bye.